Good evening, Calgary. Right now, there's a lot of excitement about the prospect of an independence referendum in Alberta, and rightly so. It's truly inspiring to see Albertans paying attention, asking serious questions, and preparing to directly exercise their democratic voices. Because even now, there are people who speak as though Alberta voting on its future would result in chaos and disorder overnight. That is simply not the case. That is why I am here today, to inspire confidence in the process and to address directly and without apology those who deliberately sow fear while disparaging fellow citizens. A healthy democracy does not mock civic engagement. It depends on it, and it thrives because of it. Let us set aside the noise, speculation, and deliberate nonsense, and focus on one simple question. What does the day after a successful referendum actually look like? In the morning when we, the citizens of the beautiful and resilient province of Alberta, wake up to the news that Albertans have exercised their right to self-determination and voted to become a truly free and independent nation, life continues much as it did the day before. Let that settle the alarmists and the fearmongers. Legally speaking, the Constitution will not disappear. The laws of Canada will remain in force. Courts will continue to function. Contracts remain binding. Schools and hospitals remain open. Businesses will continue to power the life of the province. Life will go on. What does change is something far more powerful and unprecedented in Alberta history. The great people of Alberta will have spoken clearly and lawfully, and that injects something into the system that cannot be ignored: honesty. And don't we need a good dose of that? A clear democratic mandate from the people strips away pretense and political games. It forces public institutions and office holders to confront what Albertans actually want, rather than what's most convenient for them. Elected officials, federally, provincially, and including Indigenous leadership, are no longer free to dismiss, delay, and deflect. They are constitutionally required to listen, and more than that, they are required to act. When the people speak clearly, the obligations of those in power changes. That is democracy functioning exactly as designed. That is what the day after looks like. This referendum is not a tantrum. It is not rebellion, and it's not a negotiating tactic. And it certainly is not treason. A referendum is one of the simplest and most direct expressions of the democratic will of the people. Even the Supreme Court of Canada has been clear on this point, and this cannot be ignored. Albertans are law-abiding people. We do not rush change, but when change becomes necessary, we meet it responsibly. And we all know why this moment has arrived. We see it in our daily lives, in rising costs, declining services, and growing distrust in institutions meant to serve the public. The reason Albertans are demanding better government is simple. The system is no longer delivering what it promised. This referendum will not solve every problem overnight, but it will do something essential. It will force honesty into the system and return responsibility where it belongs, with the people. Self-determination is not radical. Democratic participation is not dangerous. Asking a question is not treason. An informed and engaged citizenry is not a threat to democracy. It is proof that democracy is still alive. Alberta's future will not be built by fear, but by those willing to meet it head-on with clarity, integrity, and resolve. This moment demands confidence. The people have a will, the people have a voice, and when that will and voice is heard, it must be respected. And that's why we're here today, because hope deserves a response. We are here today answering that call, standing up for a system where citizens are not afraid to challenge the government. We are here defending open debate without censorship. We are here protecting a society that encourages disagreement rather than punishing it, insisting on leadership that respects citizens instead of disparaging them, and calling for a government that is transparent about how public money is spent. And most of all, we're here because we believe in a place where the basics of a good life are now not out of reach, where streets are safe, where groceries are affordable, where families can get ahead, where our youth can build a future. Where hard work is rewarded and not eroded by policies made far away. Public trust cannot be demanded, it must be earned. A free society does not tell its people to sit down, stay quiet, and do as you're told. A free society listens. So if you're tired of being dismissed, of being told to comply without question, tired of being silenced, this is your moment. I am inviting all of you to make your voices heard, clearly, confidently, and so that Ottawa hears it once and for all.